expect me to be in a whole tracksuit just because I want to cover my body.
Summer.
Guys, it's hot. As a man, you can't find me in Dishibika my bum shorts and my mini skirts. And what on right? And then after that you say, you need me for a wife, I don't want someone who wears that. I can't compromise my comfortability to satisfy your needs. So if you just want that particular criteria, chingonyanga rather than trying to change someone.
Good people, hello everyone. Welcome to the BEGUIDED Podcast. And today we're honored to have the Eden Law Association Events Coordinator for the year 2026. Madam, how are you? Welcome.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm okay. So for the sake of our viewers, can you just tell us a short background about yourself?
So, okay, firstly, I would want to say I'm very pleased to be part of the BEGUIDED Podcast, one of the biggest podcasts. So, a brief background about myself. So, I'm Shamaine Mutete, a 3.1 law student at Eden University. And as he mentioned, I am the events coordinator for the Eden University Law Association.
Alright, fine. So, yeah, we're happy to have you here, madam. So, are you a Zimbabwean or a Zambian?
Proudly Zimbabwean.
Proudly Zimbabwean?
Yes.
How old are you? Would you like to disclose your age? The people.
I'm 21.
You're 21?
05.
05. I'm at 2K. So, are you dating?
Yes,
You're
definitely.
dating?
Definitely.
In Zimbabwe or Zambia?
I can't be this pretty and not have a man.
Yes, so, yes, of course, you've got a man, but is he in Zimbabwe or maybe it's a long distance relationship?
I have a man.
You've got a man. Is he in Zimbabwe? If you don't disclose, then we have our answers, myself and the audience. You better disclose, or else you will know that there is one in Zimbabwe and there is one here in Lusaka.
No, definitely. I don't date in Lusaka.
You don't date in Lusaka? So he's in Zimbabwe, right?
Of course.
What's up, guy? We've got Madam, the events coordinator here. So yeah, watch out. I've got a question. What do you think is the advisable age difference when it comes to relationships and all that?
Personally, I would never... I think if you're 21, you can date someone who's like 26, 27. But yeah, probably you can have like a 3 to 4, age gap difference. And then the minimum can be 2.
The minimum can be 2?
Yeah.
So you're 21, right? Maybe there is a guy who is 18. If you can approach a woman at 18, would you go for that one?
No, because he's a baby.
He's a baby?
Yeah.
But some say age is just a number.
No, age is not just a number because it's the mind.
The mind?
You date the mind, not the age at the end of the day.
Alright, fine. Let me get back to that. There are people who are 35. There are people who are 50. But as you speak right now, young people, they are making it more in life as compared to those who are maybe older. Like, in this generation, let's go to football.
Yeah.
The footballers are regarded as some of the most richest people in the world. We've got Alandi, we've got, what do you call this one? Yamal, Lamine, Mbappe from Real Madrid. All those guys, they are my age. And if I had to look, Zimbabwe and I'm 40 years, but I'm just not even a motorbike. So, age is just a number. What's your say on that?
Yeah, age is just a number,
And some people, they are older, but even there are some people I know, like this one is 45, but there's not
No, it's like that, when intellectual intelligence is very important. So you can be 45 years old, but Ushokundo was 21.
So why can't you date someone who is 18? He might be brighter.
No.
Making it
biologically, it's proven that males don't really mature. Okay, females mature faster than men. right? So in as much as I'm 21, ndinogona kufungirana nemunhu who's around 24, you know, or even above that age. So it's not really about the age, but even personally, I've never dated a Benton.
Yeah, for that, I think I go for that. I support you. And BEGUIDED, I think we go for the madam. So, I've got another question. What do you have for us? Because I'm also part of the Eden Law Association. What do you have for us, the student populace, as the newly elected events coordinator? What are we going to have 2026? In terms of events.
So in terms of events, on Sunday, right, the 3rd of May,
right? Yes,
we're hosting our very first Mr. and Miss EULA 2026.
Okay.
So as we always say, be there or be told. So and then and as we move, you know, throughout the year.
Entrance fee? The
entrance fee. Oh, it's free.
Oh, guys, it's free.
It's free.
So
please be there or be told.
I'll be there, guys. BEGUIDED Podcast will be there. The BEGUIDED team will be there. I don't know, the Eden University Students Union, we will be there. As a Deputy Minister of Academics, will be there in my team. So everyone will be there. So who are you to miss? If you miss, you diss. That's the place to be. 3rd of May, Sunday. Let's be in campus, greatest campus, Eden University, to support the Eden Law Association. So yeah, that's it, madam. So I've got another question. What's your take on those guys who are dating blazers in campus and all that? What's your take on relationships? Is it good to date a blazer or is bad, and why?
So when it comes to dating blazers, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Okay,
right?
What are the advantages?
So, for example, it all depends on why the person is dating a blazer.
Okay.
Right? So, first of all, we have to consider that not everyone is blessed, you know, or gifted the way others are.
Yes.
And opportunities are different.
Yes.
Right? So, you might find out, like, if you have a survey of most girls that, like, date these blazers, you'd find out to say, probably someone has like daddy issues, or someone is just looking for financial help, or right. So when you see someone wearing a bum short, it's a way of being comfortable, because I can't put myself in a cage just to satisfy another person's needs, right? So even as girls, sometimes we know where to put our boundaries, right, in terms of how we dress and all that stuff. So that's why you see, when we go to church, we know the right way to dress. Okay. When we go out, we know the right way.
But they say God is everywhere.
Yeah, God is everywhere. But at the end of the day, you have to wear what's comfortable with your body, right? Say, for example, it's hot outside. You can't expect me to be in a whole tracksuit just because I want to cover my body.
Summer.
Guys, it's hot. The body also gets hot.
It's hot, guys. So
you know,
let us be. Amanda, let us be. Just for once, let us be. So,
yes. And then when it comes to a man telling you the criteria, you know, he wants for his future wife or anything, I think sometimes it's a thing of we need to respect that, but at the same time, as a man, you can't find me ndichipika my bum shorts and my mini skirts and what right? And then after that you say, inini for a wife, I don't want someone who wears that. So if you did not want a person that wears that, why did you come to a person that wears that?
Thank you.
So you very much have to also respect the things your wife is comfortable with, or your girlfriend, right? So in a scenario where my boyfriend says, hey babe, I don't want you to wear a short skirt, or you know, of course I would take it into consideration, because I genuinely want the relationship to work. Yes. But at then, like, to some extent, I'm like, but bro, and wakatondi, probably on that day I was probably wearing something similar to that.
Yes.
So I can't compromise my comfortability to satisfy your needs. So if you just want that particular criteria, than trying to change someone.
True.
right?
Yes.
And then you also mentioned.
Can I support you on that before we go on to the next?
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, in other words, what she's trying to say is there are some people like me. I'm someone who is cultured. I follow the Zimbabwean culture. So, and there are some people, they are Zimbabweans, but they don't follow the Shona culture. They follow maybe that one from South Africa or maybe Western and Senior modernization.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people who are too modern, and maybe there are some people like me who are too, like, maybe it's backward, but I'm cultured. If you follow Joshua Maponga, I go for Joshua Maponga. So the thing is, if I know that I want someone, I don't take my long dresses. In the first place, then is someone one day that one and take in the other type of way of dressing.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the day, let's go for the people who are not faker. Let's just go for people who feel like we have got things in common and you find common grounds. Wanyenga munu wozoda manje kuti do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. No, that's a no. For me, that's a no. That's a no. Ngati sada kujajana kana da uchinjisana life. Go for the person you want and go for it. Go for what you want. Not kuzoda kuzo. So you can go on. Thank you.
And you know another thing that I realized. You know the other reason why I got to realize about older men having to ask these young girls out.
Yes.
Mostly it's because they make them feel young, right?
Yes.
So I feel like also like when it comes to now marriage, to the talk of marriage and stuff like that, when you're now a wife, you have to make your man feel, you know, in that type of way.
Yes.
Because I remember this one time I was having a talk with my father. He mentioned to say, as a wife, it's not that you're always supposed to be wearing a long dress or whatever.
Yes.
If your man liked you wearing shorts, continue wearing shorts even in your house.
Yes.
Because when you start saying, I only wear, you know,
go out, you sleep.
He will go out and find those girls with shorts,
miniskirts,
and then after that you complain. So at the end of the day, you need to satisfy your man.
True.
You know, you should satisfy your man.
Satisfy your partner.
Never, Hansi. What do they say? What's this quote? That Hansi. It has to do with something
say it even in
to
Shona.
Keep.
Say
I don't
it
know
even in
Shona
Shona.
like that.
Just try.
Hansi rudonga rugare ruchipisa. Exactly. Every day should feel like honeymoon, even when you're married. You know? So you should entice your husband so that he doesn't go out there. Because ndola kunyenga ma underage, ma sweet 16. So, yeah. On the issue kuti a man what, right? On the dressing of the girlfriend.
Yes.
Hansi munungam. My Shona is bad, guys.
No problem.
Don't judge me.
No problem.
Right? But then I think it has something to do with Kuti. Hansi, as a man, nyenga type yako. Meaning, usatemeza
singashikiri.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you can't. Okay, for example, I'm a person who does frontals.
Yes.
Right. But indoda mukadzi anochengeta natural hair. Apa inwakandinyenga ndine frontal. Why would you wanna change me?
Men, you're disappointing us.
But sometimes I appreciate men having to tell you that I don't like this certain type of dressing.
Okay.
Because a woman is a reflection of the man. Ukaona mkazi waona murume, ukaona murume waona mkazi.
Okay.
Right? So also aungazo expect kuti murume ari bishop church. Uri mkazi wozongoonekwa kwakafana pamsho.
So I've got a question on that.
Yeah.
Uti ukaona kuisa wana msikana wake and.
Hey.
So looking at me or maybe you might not know me like Jogudaro, but just maybe ka 1% kaunozia. Unofungira msikana wangu munangara se.
No, I think she's orderly. I think she's a very organized person. I think she's a neat person.
Okay.
I also think kuti munhu akadzikama.
Wow! Thank you for this.
Yeah, I genuinely think kuti munhu akadzikama because sometimes when you see a man, you're able to tell the people that he's interested in, or you're able to at least get a glimpse of what his type is, right? So unongoona by the aura that a person gives or by their character kuti.
Thank you.
Munhu yade mumskana nedzungu, ade mskana ngori all over, you know, anoda mskana unopfekawo zviri decent.
I'm honored, guys.
So
I'm
yeah,
blushing.
I think that's what I think your girlfriend is.
Thank you. That's it. So yeah, that's it. So I've got another question. So you just tell me, rating yourself out of 10. This is just a quick segment. Just rate yourself out of 10. When it comes to cooking, like in the kitchen, not cooking like cooking like in the kitchen, cooking real food.
Cooking real food, I'm a 10.
Rate yourself out of 10.
I'm a 10.
10 out of 10.
That I very much know.
Romantic.
I am I am stupidly romantic.
Are you not?
Naughty. Depends.
When it comes to it?
Depends. But I would say I reciprocate.
You reciprocate?
Yes.
So if the guy is sweet, if he's good, then
yeah.
Okay.
Like Mara, if you want a girl that's romantic, I'll give you romantic.
Okay.
If you want a girl that's fun, I'll give you fun.
Okay.
If you want a girl that's naughty, I'll give you naughty.
If you want a girl who is maybe over decent, you just do the same.
Trust and believe. You know that okay, I'm a person who's I believe character is very important.
Okay.
Right? So I know Kuti, there are certain things that my man can see me do, and there are certain things that he cannot see me do.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean Kuti it's wrong, but it's just out of his respect to say, hi, he just can't, you know? And then I know Kuti, there are certain things my mom can't see me do.
Yes.
I know there are certain things my friends can't see me do,
Yes.
or, you know, anybody. So I believe character is very important.
Okay.
So
Yes. I get you. That's it. So do I have another question? Like, what's the time so that I know if I should ask more questions? Or?
The time is 17:35.
17, you are going to 20. It's still okay. So tell me, I was with someone on podcast this other day. So I asked the question about dating. Like, now you said you are in a relationship or you are just dating. Because they say dating and being in a relationship are two different things. So she was saying dating is that stage when two will be getting to know each other, preparing for the relationship. So dating might fail, meaning to say then you won't proceed to the next stage, which is the relationship. Because there is, I think, dating, relationship, then courtship, then marriage, right? So are you in a relationship or are you dating?
I'm in a relationship.
You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So do you believe that one can date more than a single guy or maybe more than a single person?
Okay, so according to your definition of dating, according to my analysis based on that, I would say somebody can date more than one person at a time.
Okay.
Because as you said, dating is getting to know somebody, and then relationship, that is where you are obligated to be with one person, to be faithful to one person.